And I saw, and hell followed him.
Sounds like a motor starting.
I'm Mike.
I'm Jay.
I'm Kat.
Remember to like and subscribe.
Today we're reviewing Abraham Lincoln,
Vampire Hunter.
This is from the director of Wanted, so if you've watched Wanted, you can expect a lot of those over-the-top action shots.
And this is a true story. It's factual. It's based on true events.
It's an action fantasy horror.
I wish she was a vampire.
So apparently this is inspired by that book Pride and Prejudice and Zombies, so this is another take on it. And it's Abraham Lincoln, but secretly he was also a vampire hunter.
I like that. Yeah.
Abraham Lincoln discovers there are vampires in the US, and the vampires are basically trying to take over. They want to have their time in the sun.
Wait a minute. In the sun?
Yeah.
They're
They go
daywalkers.
The vampires wear sunscreen to be able to walk.
What kills the vampires in this movie is silver.
And the vampires can go invisible.
Silver, which is supposed to kill werewolves, kills vampires.
Yeah.
Isn't that stupid as hell?
Throughout this, a lot of true stories that happened in Abraham Lincoln's real history, they wanted to touch on them. A lot of silver was collected during the Civil War in order to make weapons.
Yeah.
So there was slavery back then.
Right, but that's what the Civil War was about. Obviously, he believes in equal rights, and that's intertwined, and the Civil War is intertwined in him trying to make everyone, you know, equal as human beings. And then on the side, he's got this dark history where he killed vampires during the night.
I thought that this was gonna be crap. I thought I was gonna loathe it and hate it and be wishing that I could get out of the theater.
Like this?
Yeah.
It is a ridiculous movie, but it's the most ridiculous, amazing movie I've seen. The first few scenes, they really grab you. You feel for the character. Something happens to Abe Lincoln when he's young, and you really feel for him. You want him to get revenge.
Yeah, although the first 10 minutes for me, I was going...
Really? I was very captivated. But that's the problem I have with the film, Kat, is they try to make it believable. First two acts are very believable, and you're cheering for him, and you want him to get the revenge, but then the third act, near the end, when you see an older version of himself as Abe Lincoln, it felt like it was a completely different movie, even more ridiculous. I felt a little bit cheated though, because I was like, oh, I thought this was going to be a little bit more serious. That's my fault, going in to see Abraham Lincoln as a vampire hunter.
Yeah, I mean, they're trying to take it serious, but there's certain parts, I don't know, I was laughing to myself. People beside me were not, but it's just so ridiculous. There was the guy behind me farting, like loud, like everyone was going...
Really?
And horking. It was so...
Sorry about that.
I had to move.
How's the makeup on Lincoln?
They did an excellent job. I thought they did an excellent job.
Because in the trailer...
Yeah, they look good.
By the way, I didn't see this, so... In the trailer, there's this huge sweeping shot where it goes into the White House, and it's like...
The whole movie looks a little weird. Either they didn't color correct, or they color corrected too much. There's a part where it's all gray.
I think they're trying to make it look like old millimeter film.
I guess.
I think that's what
the love interest from Scott Pilgrim vs. the World was the love interest in this. Mary Elizabeth Winston?
Yeah, you did it.
I thought I was going to be distracted by her being in this, thinking about Scott Pilgrim, but no, she just played this role perfectly.
What, you thought she was going to pull a big hammer out?
I liked all his training to become a vampire hunter. That was fun. I liked his teacher. He's the guy from One Week with Marilyn, so most people probably don't know.
Mike, what do you give this fine film?
I give this fine film a 7.5 out of 10. I was entertained the whole time. And
why doesn't it go extra?
Because it got me so good in the first two acts, especially the very beginning. I felt for the character. I'm like, yeah, this is not just going to be a stupid, ridiculous. They're actually going to make this like sort of believable. I'm going to be really cheering for this dude by the end. And it kind of doesn't really pay off for me. The climax is not quite balanced, and then it got just completely ridiculous, like off the wall, where it just lost me in the third act. But you will be entertained.
What do you give me?
10. But it's a great action film. Cat and Kitty?
I would have to give it a 7.5 as well, I agree. It was good. I was pleasantly surprised. I was going in expecting this is going to be a shit show for sure. I was just thinking, I'm getting ready to just memorize stuff so I can rip on it later.
Why do you both assume it's shit?
Because it's Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter.
Yeah, but there's been ridiculous things over time that are just ridiculous, that are really good.
And we were surprised. That's all.
Well, and the preview didn't look that good either.
Look at Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Love that
That sounds like a shit movie.
I found the color correction, etc., whatever they were going for, was a little weird, and it brought me out of the movie.
So you're racist?
No, not at all. However, the story was great. The action sequences were really fun. His axe was awesome. I loved how they interwove it into the actual true facts of what happened with Abraham Lincoln. It was good. I mean, it's not amazing. Is it going to be my top movie of all time? Definitely not.
Why not?
But it was entertaining. they have to age all the actors partway through, and they did a great job.
Meh.
The vampire
Hey, I
was
didn't
pretty
see
good.
this.
Hey!
You did it.
She was good. I didn't notice, like, I thought I was going to be distracted.
Did you see that?
I-
Did you see her face?
What's wrong with you? Okay,